It's like 5 sharp 4 5 sharp 4 5 1. Someone's passing oral skills. Damn.
Do you ever find yourself confused to why the reactors on this channel shout out random numbers during a reaction? Why are they so excited about the number 3? Why are they calling the number 6 flat?
If so, welcome to episode 2 of What is Music Theories presented by Kpop, Scale Degrees Edition. In this video, we will go over the reasoning behind all this number rambling, and hopefully explain to you in a way in which you will no longer be confused.
If you haven't already, please watch the first video of the series, Major versus Minor. It makes the content in this video less confusing. So, to begin explaining what scale degrees are,
the numbers that you hear us often spit out represent notes in the scale of the key that the piece is in.
To quickly summarize what a scale and a key is, I'll let Kevin take it away.
Anyway, to review our major-minor video content, a scale is a collection of notes that most music is based off of. A scale can come in many different forms, the most common ones being the 8-note scales in major and minor. Each major or minor scale belongs in a major or minor key. So we have several names for the notes in each song's key. We can call them by the actual note they are, like C or F. We also have the option to call each note by longer and more complicated words. You've also heard the reactors use these terms in the reaction videos. Tonic, the first note of the scale. Supertonic is the second note of the scale. Mediant is the third note of the scale. Subdominant is the fourth note of the scale. Dominant is the fifth note of the scale. Submediant is the sixth note of the scale. And last but not least, the leading tone is the seventh note of the scale. I'll resolve that just so that your ears don't scream in pain. So instead of saying the note names out or by those long words, we use scale degrees. For the first note, 1. The second note, 2. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc.
To help you understand this nonsense,
Umu and I will use examples of K-pop songs to put it into context.
the very first K-pop song that we'd like to use as an example is a nice, simple, and easy one that has a simple melody to its chorus, which is G by SNSD. So the G, 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 baby, 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 G, 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 baby, 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 that goes 5, 5, 5, 5, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 5, 5, 1, 1, 1. So that's what we would sing. That's the melody. Those are the notes. And those are the scale degrees that go with those notes. If we didn't use scale degrees, we'd be singing dominant, 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 tonic, 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 tonic.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, that's example 1 of why we use scale degrees instead of like the actual names for notes.
For our second example, we decided to use Really Really by Winner. It's got a couple more notes, but it's still pretty simple. Really, 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 really. 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 1. Because if you remove the 1 and the 5, remove all the other notes, it's, which you can actually sing. G, 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 baby, baby.
Hey!
We had a couple of other notes in there. 5, 4, 3, 1. That was pretty good. So the next example, it gets a little complicated, and we decided to use an instrumental example so that you hear scale degrees in action when it's not sung. And we decided to use Rollin' by Brave Girls, which is one of my favorites. Yeah, it's arguably the catchiest part of the song when there's this instrumental break. Yeah, that thing. Well, we're gonna break it down a little slowly. So this is tonic because that's your home key. So you got 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6. You notice what just happened there? I sang a 5 at a higher octave, 1, 2, 3, 5, but then the next note is the 5 an octave below it, but it's still 5 because scale degrees stay the same in different octaves. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. 5, 6. So 1, 2, 1, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 1, 5, 2. It's great.
Alright, so in the intro of this video, you saw how I introduced scale degrees by saying that you guys are probably confused about why we call a certain number flat or sharp. Well, sometimes notes are played, let's say, that aren't in this scale. Like, those aren't in the scale of C. So, those notes we call sharp or flat. The K-pop example for when we put sharps or flats in front of notes is Stellar's Archangels of the Sephiroth. The very opening goes...
No. Oh, jeez.
The difference between not a piano major and a piano major. Let me till the end. So the scale degrees for that is 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 1, flat 2, flat 2, flat 2, flat 3, flat 2, 1. Because these two notes aren't in the scale of the C, aren't in the scale that this song is in, aren't in the key that this song is in. That's all the examples we have for now. Stay tuned for next month's music theory terms.
We'll be talking about chords and chord progressions.
And then also kind of how scale degrees mix in with those two. See you next time.
See you next time. Oh.
Okay.
Wow. Thank you.